G'day punters, your old mate Juppy here with this week's edition of The Weekend Witness. I had a good weekend. Got out of the cold here in Victoria, headed up to Queensland for the Ipswich Cup meeting, which was a really good meeting. Good crowd there. Good event. Well done to Nathan Exelby and his team there at the Ipswich Turf Club. There was a few little improvements we can make. I think we can make some adjustments to the betting ring there, but the betting ring was good. There was plenty of action. Good, strong ring there. It was a great day. Really good action on the track. Big fields, competitive fields. The cup was taken out by Kaluakai, or Kaluakau, or however it's pronounced. I needed the second horse, but it wasn't a bad result. In the cup, it's a good listed race, that Ipswich Cup. The Eyeliner was the next up. Oh, the finish there. My old mate, good Carlton man, Buckets More, threw Soothsayer over the line. Won by a pimple over the second and third, which was LaRosia and SJ. I was on both of them. Would have been a fill-up if either one of them could have hit the line, but alas, not to be. And the Gay Waterhouse Classic was the last, and it was taken out by Nafar. Emily Lang, I don't pay as much attention to Queensland like, say, my good mate Shane Churlier does. She is a very, very good young jockey. Keep following her, punters. She's going places. The other racing action we had this week was over in England for the Royal meeting at Ascot. Apparently the crowd was okay, but it's probably like everywhere here where the economy's sort of stuffed and turnovers down. There were still some good performances on the track. I thought both Overpass, Asphora and Jolly Star all ran really, really, really creditably. They ran well. There were some really good performances there, and also the UK have just woken up that there might be some team riding happening over there. Well, it's only been happening for 200 years. If we want to be truly international, you probably need to align your rules with Hong Kong and Australia and those sort of jurisdictions, because we wouldn't cop that anywhere else in the world. Sport-wise, footy, Friday night, Gold Coast and Hawthorn. That loss to Hawthorn looked like it came at a cost. I don't know, apart from Freo, Sydney are going okay, but like Adelaide of emerging, there's a whole lot of teams that I just don't know where they're at right now. It's an odd season, and the way the fixture is means that you don't really get a good feel for it. I try not to be negative, but surely we can improve on it. Like all these bye rounds, as I said last week, let's just have a community round. Carlton are going very, very, very well. Now, the Weekend Witness, I've continued on with it because I miss ringing into RSN on a Monday morning and talking to Half and, well, when it was back in the day, Whitey as well. You can still get your fill of Half on a Monday morning with our old mate Mark Stevens on Zero Hanger for 6 points. Now, they've done a couple of things that need to be addressed on that program over the last 2 weeks. Stephen, has called out Josh Fraser for wearing a hoodie. Now, possibly the greatest coach in our lifetime, Bill Belichick, also coached in a hoodie. So Josh, you do you. I don't care if he coaches in a birthday suit, as long as Carlton keep winning. So I don't think we need to worry about what he's wearing. The other thing they did last week was lists. That's Herald Sun, SEN areas. So I'm going to give you my list of my favourite lists. At the top is shopping list. Can't go to the supermarket without one, otherwise you'll forget things. The other one is the warned off / barred from the tab list. Some colourful racing identities on that list, a lot of whom I miss and wish they were still about. The third one is the BRW Rich list. How good. So I think we've all had enough of lists. We get them everywhere we go. Enough's enough. It's easy content. Local footy-wise, there was a couple of key things here in Central Victoria over the weekend. The state's longest winning streak going into this weekend was Mount Pleasant, who had won 20 in a row. Well, somehow they managed to get upset by Huntley, who are fringe finals at best. So, don't know what happened there. Don't know whether Mounts had some injuries or what was happening there. The other big feature that happened here in Central Victoria, and if I hadn't been up in Queensland, this is where I would have found myself on Saturday. Newbridge hosted Bridgewater in the actual Battle of the Bridge, where Gary Ablett Jr. suited up for Newbridge, and Nick Del Santo was a late call-up to replace Gary Rowan for Bridgewater. The old mate Brendan Baker hosted the aftermath function. Well done to Mark Holland, who's a good mate of mine who's out there at Newbridge. That was a job well done, everyone out there. Bridgewater got the chocolates on the field, though. Internationally, sport-wise, we've got the World Cup. Thought the Socceroos were shocking in the first half hour, but in the last hour of that game, they were good. They take on Paraguay on Friday morning. Plus half a goal or draw no bet, something like that, is well worth having a look at for the Socceroos. All the ones at the top of the market where you'd expect them to be. I still think there's a few that have got a chance here, like France, Spain, England have been impressive. Argentina's still in there. Messi's just been otherworldly. Netherlands is still going to be there. Brazil's still a chance. Germany. That's what the market's telling you, so you've sort of got to respect it. Really enjoying it, the World Cup, and I think America are too. Also in America, we heard this afternoon about the possible trade of Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks to potentially the Miami Heat. And as Jackson Oldham and Dan Bowman mentioned, the only reason you'd be going to Miami would be for the weather, because you're not going to win much down there. It looks like Boston was going to have to give too much up to get him, so it looks like they're kind of out of the running there. The week ahead, I've got 10 races at Bendigo Trots tomorrow night. Looking forward to heading out there. Bendigo Dogs Friday night, and might slip up the highway to Gundagai on Saturday. Try and back a winner or two there. Also, punters, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel here, and also make sure you like the JumpBet Facebook page. Head to jumpbet.com, but I'm going to pen an article later in the week about an issue in harness racing that I think we've got to put some old rivalries aside and actually look what's best. Anyway, punters, I'll see you trackside, and good luck for the rest of the week and heading into next weekend.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website.